PTHS World News Update. My name is Manuela Mangala. First, the headlines. Tech-based teaching will reform school, says Bayelsa. President Buhari vows to tackle Nigeria's cash crunch. Pope and Archbishop on historic peace mission to South Sudan. Chinese spy balloon over U.S. airspace. Nigeria election 2023. Who are the presidential candidates? Now, the news in details. Tech-based teaching will reform schools, says Bayelsa. The Bayelsa state government has said the newly introduced Bayelsa Prime will revolutionize teaching and learning in Bayelsa state-owned primary schools. A statement signed by the Bayelsa Ministry of Education stated that the Bayelsa Prime, which stands for Bayelsa Promoting Reform to Improve and Modernize Education, was the flagship of the Basic Education Reform Program of the Senator Doyediri-led administration. Fuel shortages threaten preparations for Nigeria elections. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) is concerned that ongoing fuel shortages in Nigeria could affect preparations for the 25th February general elections. Long queues have become a familiar sight at petrol stations across the country. As many spend hours in line hoping to buy fuel, millions of Nigerians rely on petrol not just for transportation but for generators to power their homes and businesses. President Buhari vows to tackle Nigeria's cash crunch. The President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, on Friday urged citizens to give him 7 days to resolve the cash crunch that has become a problem across the country, from the Central Bank of Nigeria policy to change high-value naira notes with new ones. Buhari said currency redesign will give a boost to the economy and provide long-term benefits. After 10 February, the old notes will become worthless and can be exchanged for a further 7 days at the country's central bank. Naira, CBN allows over-the-counter withdrawals. Mr. Godwin Emefiele, Governor, Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has directed commercial banks to begin the payment of the redesigned naira notes over the counter. Emefiele gave the directive in a statement posted on the CBN website on Thursday and signed by the Director, Corporate Communications, Mr. Osita Nwantiboyi, and noted that the new directive would address the challenge of queues experienced at various commercial banks across the country. The federal government projects 9,000 megawatts from renewable energy. The federal government on Thursday said it was currently implementing measures to ensure the generation of 9,000 megawatts of electricity from renewable energy sources. It disclosed this at the Rural Electrification Agency Management and Board Retreat in Abuja, stressing that the renewable energy from solar, wind, hydro, among other sources, was a solution to bridge the electricity gap among the country quickly. Pope and Archbishop on historic peace mission to South Sudan. Pope Francis was on a 3-day visit to South Sudan alongside the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, and the moderator of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland, Blaine Greenshields. Their mission is to bring hope and encourage leaders to find a lasting peace in South Sudan, which has faced years of conflict. Chinese spy balloon over US is weather device, says Beijing. An alleged spy balloon spotted over the United States of America is a Chinese civilian airship which had deviated from its planned route, China says. U.S. defense officials say they believe the balloon seen above sensitive areas in recent days was in fact a high-altitude surveillance device. But in a statement, China's foreign ministry said it was used for mainly meteorological purposes. Meanwhile, the U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken has postponed a trip to China after the spy balloon was discovered flying across the U.S. airspace. Nigeria election 2023. Who are the presidential candidates? Nigeria is holding general elections on the 25th of February. Here is a list of all the 18 presidential candidates. Peter Obi, Labour Party. Kola Abiola, People's Redemption Party. Adebayo Adewale, Social Democratic Party. Malik Ado Ibrahim, Young Progressives Party. Akudi Anajike National Rescue Mission, Oje Chichi Allied People's Movement, Atiku Abubakar People's Democratic Party, Christopher Imurolen Accord Party, Dumebi Kachiku African Democratic Congress, Rabiu Musa Nkwankwaso New Nigeria People's Party, Hamza Al-Mustafa Action Alliance, Daniel Nwanyu Zenith Labour Party, Adinoga Oluwafemi Boot Party, Nnadi Osita Action People's Party, Omoyele Suo African Action Congress, Bola Tinubu All Progressives Congress, Peter Umwedi All Progressives Grand Alliance, and Yusani Yusuf Action Democratic Party. This is the PTHS World News Update. I remain Emanuela Amangala. Have a lovely day. Thank you.